actually, somebody else said, Michael's your technical director. And I was like, hey, Michael, how do you like that? And you know what? He really is. Because when it comes to technology, it's not that I'm so out of the loop knowledge-wise, but honestly, when I'm on technology too long, too much, I start feeling like a robot. I start feeling like a non-human, honestly. And it's depressing for me. I actually experience depression. I'm not kidding. So give me a little break if it comes to me responding to you anyway. But now I've got my friend. Yeah, he started helping me do my website, but we were kind of working on it together. So it was like, okay. But he was doing all the technical stuff. He was doing it all, and we would just sit together and talk, and then, you know, we just started talking about life and more things, and just finding out that there was like, there's a good little, we collaborate together. What about you, Michael?
Great collab.
Woo! Right on. Okay. I'm going to be looking down because I'm going to be looking at my notebook because honestly, I am so excited because it's a long time coming. And, you know, I birthed it last year at about conversations last year on my birthday. A lot of you know that I'm this like itinerary planner, and I always kind of have a little itinerary for my birthday. So I had one last year, and one of the days it was birthing. Yeah, I'm a vision birthing coach. Okay, among other things. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. No, I've really seen a lot of people be very, very successful just because of what I have seen in them, and I God has given me a gift to help people like serve the gifts in them, and it really work out well for you. And here we are. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna introduce Michael. I'm just over the top. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm over the top with excitement, but I want to introduce Michael Franklin to you. I introduced my podcast, but I'm Carla Bonarise, by the way. Bonarise.
Oh
my God, there's a little icon. She's clapping. Who's that? Oh, it must be somebody on Facebook Live. That is so cute. Who are you? I'll recognize when I look back. Anyway, to see who's on. Oh, Michael. Hey. So, how did we meet? I mean, I know, but I want to hear from you. Don't you want to hear from him?
At a millionaire networking event placed on by a great friend of ours who we'll be seeing soon. But yes, we met at a millionaire networking event and started to hit it off immediately. And there was some great things that I heard about you and what you wanted to do, and we ended up meeting together to discuss those things. And I'm excited to help, excited to be part of the collab.
Collab. Yeah. So periodically, we've decided that we're actually going to do an actual podcast that's called Collab. So periodically, we're going to be reaching out to some of you who got some things you want to launch and talk about, and you know, where you want to make a difference in the world, in your community, in your lives. First of all, and it really starts first with us. Don't you agree, Michael? Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about the podcast that you've already done and have been doing on.
Oh, well, there was a podcast, a great friend of mine, Lizelle, she wanted to, we would always have great conversations dealing with the things that God is doing in the world, and there's also news will talk about some negative things that's going on in the world, but they don't see the good side of the things that are going on in the world. So we came up with a podcast called The Good Side. So
I like it.
yeah. So well, we have I think about there was probably about 12 episodes that we've done so far, and we're going to be coming back with that as we go along. But that's what it was. It was we wanted to get on there and speak about the good side of the things that God is doing behind the scenes that nobody really sees unless they're there. Because we were seeing things that people were putting together because we were there in the midst of people putting things together. So we use that to bring out the good side and see what God is doing behind the scenes that nobody sees unless you're there. So, yeah.
And would you, Michael, too, that this collaboration and how we're collaborating with Michael's resources and mine, and just, as God brings people along, everybody needs, the Bible even talks about let others boast about you and not yourself. And there, in this time that we're living in, it's so tricky. Wouldn't you agree, Michael? It's like, oh, okay, on one hand, I feel like I'm promoting myself, and it's like, people will tell you talk about yourself, but then you realize, especially now that I'm not shy anymore, but now I'm shy for Carla, highly inspired. I'm not necessarily a good small talker, but I am actually. I am, and I'm not. Okay, I can talk small talk. I mean, literally within a quantitative state. But if the situation or the conversation doesn't lend itself to something more edifying and I don't know, that lends itself to more like, is the person interested in really, doing something more than just like talking about somebody else? I just don't have time. I remember saying to a group of people once, if we weren't talking about other people, what would we talk about?
That's an interesting question.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I think we would, for me, I would talk about things. So if we weren't talking about other people, I would talk about things that are going on, especially with, things that are going on in life and with my life. And so, yeah, because I think other people also can learn from things that are going on in your life.
Yeah.
Especially like having, my kids and stuff like that. Because I tell them, I've done that already. Don't do it.
Point blank. Don't do it. I already know. Yeah, we can learn from other people's experiences. And I just love people's stories. I always love anything autobiographical, and halfway into my life, I really didn't read that much, but I always loved interview programs and whatever. I don't know, somehow I have discovered that I'm kind of, I love personality tests, honestly. Help me to understand me and other people, for that matter. But anyway, I have learned that I'm really an empath. I really am. I've always somehow felt other people's pain, no matter kind of what it was. It was like, And even when I was younger, people would, on both sides of the relationship, I'd be able to kind of, lend some advice to the person over here and the person over here. And then it's like, oh, okay, I hadn't thought about it like that. But now I know not only whose I am, but who I am. And to me, I think you just might agree, Michael, that there's just so much discovery, I'm just going to say it, in Christ.
Absolutely.
When you discover who God really made you to be, and it's kind of like we're all like a novel. the stories of our life. There's no cap on uh, 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 um, there's no cap on destiny. There isn't. There, of course, there's the finish line. There's the finish line to a particular race, but every race is a new race. It's a 5K, it's a 10K, it's a 1,000K, or whatever. And in God, in Christ, a young lady said years ago, an entrepreneur that I met that had been through a whole bunch, but she was doing well now, and God had brought her out. And she said, the sky, I've discovered that the sky is unlimited.
Yeah.
Isn't that good, Michael?
Unlimited, yeah.
Unlimited. Okay. Just all over the place. Okay. But, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, isn't it, Michael?
Yes. And welcome everybody. One of our this is a live episode right now, so it's going to be recorded also, and this will be out there. But this is just like a test run. So we're just trying to make sure that everything is getting perfected, so that next time we go live, we'll have everything perfected.
Right. Oh, by the way, we've got the Christmas, the Christmas podcast coming out, and this particular podcast and next week is going to be Out of the Green Box.
Out of the Green Box.
Out of the Green Box conversations. Okay, but then we're going to go back and forth with what's it called?
The Good Side.
The Good Side, and I'm looking forward to meeting and collabing with Lizette and many of you. Okay, we really look forward to giving you the exposure that you so have worked for, fought for, and even deserve. You know what? We don't hear that word a lot, but I'm just going to say it. Deserve. Yeah. Okay, many of you have been working hard, and I know I have been, and sometimes I get a little weary, but I don't allow myself to stay there too long, because it's like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for weariness, because, just in that moment, I learned a long time ago through Vertical Leap. Oh my God, I've been to all kind of seminars and conferences and all of that, and sometimes Michael and I were talking about that earlier, because I was looking for a scripture, but he found one that was a little more edifying than what I was talking about. I was talking about how, he was saying that he loves learning, and I was saying I do too. I've definitely become a life learner, but then it brought to mind the scripture that talks about forever learning and never applying, something like that. And then he found one that's a little more edifying and uplifting for this moment, Philippians 4:9. Because sometimes we think that we have to do it all ourselves. And my challenge has really been for a little while now. It's like I'll meet some people and it seems like we've got this in common, and we talk about these things, and it's like, oh yeah, ooh. And I'm real solution minded. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, we can do it like this and that and blah blah blah. And then I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too over the top, zealous. I'm a little much. But even though
that's what that is.
What is it?
It's excitement.
What is it? Oh, are you excited too, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah. You bring the excitement.
Woohoo! This man right here. Oh, and by the way, Michael, whatever you need done, you need a website, you need a website tweak, you need an upgrade, and really, et cetera, anything else technologically. Tell us a little more, Michael.
Oh, yes. I've been doing, I started off doing graphic and website design in about 2006. And so it's funny, I looked up the word free money. This is the story that I tell everybody. I looked up the word free money and I ran into an organization called Global Domains International, which they tried to recreate the .com boom and with .ws. And so I started just developing websites. I got on there. It was $10 a month, and every person you
that wasn't free.
Yeah. There wasn't
but nearly
free.
$10. Okay, do you have $10?
It wasn't free money, but
not immediately.
yeah,
but I get
it.
it.
Was a network, it was like a network thing. So for the $10, if you bring in 10 people, you get it free, because it's like you get $1 per person every time somebody pays their monthly bill. So you bring in 20 people, you make $20. You bring in 100 people, you start making residual income. You're doing that. So, but in that, I started developing my own website and sharing my own website, and so.
And by the way, he's off the chain in terms of, that sounds so, for me, it's just like, I've known that I've needed a website forever, but I didn't know the fullness of why. And so anyway, I was just kind of back and forth. I mean, I paid people to do it, and they were like, oh, well, I don't really do that. And I didn't know what that really was for me. And then there was like a tug of war business wise, for comprehension wise of. So I went to him, then I went to somebody else, and I was like, oh my God. And then I called him up. This is my friend right here. Do you hear me? He was so understanding and so gentle and so professional and so forgiving. Thus, look at that. Yeah. When we can forgive and be in that. I mean, hey ladies, we like men to be gentlemen to us, and some may not like that. What all of that means. But this man here he embodies gentleness. And he is a gentle man.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And so, continue.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm giving hand gestures right now.
Technical director. Technical director. He's off the chain. Okay. So, technical director, Michael Franklin. So tell us a little bit more about your business.
Yeah, so I started developing websites. People started liking the websites, at least my website. They started liking my website. So as they joined, they wanted me to start developing their website. So I continued, inviting people in, showing them what to do, and developing their websites for them. And eventually, that platform wasn't enough for the things that I knew how to do. So I ended up going, more professional and more proportional, and getting more, the quality and the functionality of the websites that I needed wasn't there. Yeah. So I started developing using other platforms and using just the regular hosting, different organizations, GoDaddy. Excuse me, why I say GoDaddy?
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy, HostGator. That's a mix of words.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, GoDaddy. That's kind of
cute. Yeah. So different. They have a whole lot of different other hosting platforms out there that can give the website more functionality. So I ended up going with.
And you were teaching workshops too.
Oh
right?
yeah. But I went to school.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing it for I would say about 10 years. No, from 2006 to about 2012, I was just doing it. And in 2012, I went to school, paid for it by Nevada Partners. Thank you, Nevada Partners, for helping me out. but it was paid for by Nevada Partners for me to go to school and learn how to do graphic and website design after I've already been doing it for years. So I breezed through that class, got all my certification, and went back to Nevada Partners and ended up helping Nevada Partners something with their website development and social media. End up going to helping the school out because the school LVPTA, they liked my LinkedIn page, which is off the chain, still off the chain. My LinkedIn page is really good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
So
I got to go online. Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff on LinkedIn about the things that I do and a lot of graphics and all of that type of stuff. So she liked it. And so she wanted me to help them with their social media. I ended up helping them with their social media, rebuilding their website. And so now I still help out with social media, but their website is up and done. Helping them with the CRM service, which is one of the main ones we use is HubSpot. So, it's just moving forward. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and keep moving forward.
Repeating, like Stephen Furtick was talking about this morning. Yeah, that's been huge for me. Consistency, like over the long haul. Like I've been really good with like short-term stuff. Like, I don't need a lot of time to plan, put stuff together. Boom, boom, boom. Get it done now. Get it done. I've even made that suggestion for him because he could do all kind of stuff. You rap also, right?
Oh yeah.
You rap. Yeah. He's a writer.
I've been an artist since
as well.
Yeah, I've been an artist since I was young. So it just switched from writing music or not music, but writing rap. Just being a graphic designer. So my mom was an artist as well. So so it's a little hereditary.
Yeah. Oh, and he sings too. Oh, most of you know that are looking on, I'm a singer. But anyway, hey, when's my website going to be ready? I don't even know. I think there's a few more tweaks to put on it. Am I right?
More tweaks that we have to do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's ready to be launched.
Yeah. And it's called fullybloomed.com. But the spelling is, I like words and plays on words and I make up words and all of that. But I tweaked this one. Fully Bloomed. I'll tell you why another time. Okay. But anyway, FULLEEBLOOMED. Yeah, .com. Okay, be on the lookout. And then come back, visit us, get ready for next week's Christmas launch. And it's going to be out of the green box conversations, and then we'll be doing a collab. There'll be one also that we're gonna record for two different ones. We'll probably do out of the green box conversations and then a collab one for the beginning of the year. But then, just stay with us. Also, if you would like to, advertise your business, ministry. Next week, we get in contact with us for next week, and we will advertise for you at a nominal fee, really affordable. We can collab. Michael can, and I can do like a little actual commercial for you that Michael knows how to publish online somehow. You know the language, but anyway, do commercials. Ooh, I keep putting my fingers in the way. Thank God, I need my nails done, but the last gal that I went to, it doesn't look like it. So
they look nice.
Thank you.
So you're being a hand model for the whole day.
We can actually put together. I've done jingles and commercials, Michael too, all of that. But he's got the technical ability to actually put it out there for you. So we're doing a special anyway. But we can actually do the actual advertising on the Christmas podcast out of the Green Box Conversations next Thursday. We're only taking 5 people. So it's kind of like bidding.
Yeah.
But if you want us to advertise for you, you know, in the future, I mean, we can't be advertising for, you know, everybody. You know, 5 people,
very, very
5
selective.
people per show. Let's say that. Okay. Let us know at, what's your website? My hand all over the camera. What's your website? Your email address, Michael?
Mine is MCNM marketing@gmail.com. That's M as in Michael, C as in Charlie, N as in Nancy, M as in Michael. That's the only way I know how to do it. I'm not military. So marketing. Sure, if you don't know how to spell marketing, it's okay. I'll help you. It's marketing@gmail.com.
Okay. And or Carla with a C, the real way. Highly, HIGHLY, inspired with a D, INSPIRED @gmail.com.
Okay, so check us out. Yes, send us messages. We can advertise your product or service as long as it agrees with our
protocol. Or we're really purposing to uphold as high a standard as possible, and all things are possible with God to those that believe, right?
Amen.
Okay. Ooh, what else? Who else?
Oh, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the button so you can get notifications as we continue to share our shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, by the way, next Thursday's Christmas podcast is going to be from 10 a.m. to 12. On YouTube, it doesn't matter, but if you're planning to tune in on Facebook Live, which we're going to do in addition to, anyway, from 10 to 12, okay?
Yeah, join us live so you can ask questions.
Live.
Yeah.
LOIVE, no.
Live.
So when people ask me what I do, and like, what's the website all about? Well, what do you do? Well, I inspire, create, and motivate through song, spoken word, book, which I'm 3 times published already. You can get those books on Amazon. The first book I wrote was years ago. It's called Celibacy Equals Life, about the ultimate personal relationship. Well, I've never been married. No, but I've been proposed to. I've been engaged. I've had a very, unconventional life. And my overall testimony is that I am a kept woman by God. I mean, even when at times I thought I wanted to get into some trouble, I'm telling you, somebody was praying for me a long time ago. Oh, we take prayer requests, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, we take prayer requests also. So, let us know via Facebook, email. Probably you prefer that. Yeah. I think we'll be giving out some phone numbers next week. Probably. I just got a Google phone number also. I haven't used it yet. They reached out to me. They were like, we haven't used it yet. I hope they don't take it away. They may, I guess. I don't know what they do.
I don't know if they take them away, but I use mine. So but I have.
You do use yours, right? Yeah, you want to give yours out? I'll give mine out too.
I have several other ones as well that I don't use, and I think they're still there.
Oh, well, what's the one that you use?
The one that you want to give out? 702-608-4226. That is
Say that one more time.
702-608-4226.
And mine is 725-867-7817. 725-867-7817. I like that number 7. It's been very significant for me for many reasons. But anyway, yeah, the Holy Spirit told me years ago. I know some people are like, I don't like people who talk about the Holy Spirit and God. Well, I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? His sheep know his voice and know not the voice of a stranger. So, anyway, yeah, start paying attention to the spiritual significance of numbers. So, 7 is the number of completion. Oh, here's my little number list. Yeah. Numbers and colors. See?
Yeah.
Okay. I laminated it and I keep it out. So I grabbed it today for another reason. Okay. 7, perfection, rest. Who doesn't need some rest in their souls? I'm not just talking about physical rest, but physical rest is good. It's all good. You know, how God made us fearfully and wonderfully. He made us to be able to rejuvenate, revitalize, recalibrate. That's what I needed. Like, people are always asking me, oh, why'd you move to Vegas? Oh, by the way, I live in Vegas. Half for 7 years. It'll be 7 years in March. And I'm feeling like I need to move. So I really need to move on that because, you know, I got to be obedient and really trust God. So perfection, rest, finish. Green. Oh, out of the green box conversations. Okay, life, prosperity, renewal, growth, teaching, health, finances. Green, out of the green box conversations. We just went to a real estate seminar that I discovered, and then I was like, my God, get on down here. And then the other part was, and then they added to that, they were like, okay, options, stocks, trading, which I've been like curious about. I'm telling you, when it comes to a lot of information for me, I'm super, super, super creative, but I have like 50 pages worth of notes. And I'm like, okay, what did I really learn? I'm just in this application mode. So another reason that it's just so important to collaborate. Yeah. Michael, you have a little knowledge in that area already. You already did, right? But we got some just priceless knowledge. And of course, they always encourage you to like pay a whole lot of money. Whole lot of money. And I get it. You know what I really discerned though? It's like, that's why they ask, they have to have salaries. They're operating in full confidence. And that's what overall I really got from it. And it's really time for us to really encourage each other to operate at our fullest capacities. And so, you know, everybody has a podcast now. It's like, okay, you know, I'm not really looking for any credit for doing this, but I know obedience is key. Yeah. Obedience is key because my overall purpose is to, well, where the female gender is concerned, is to disciple, mentor, and groom female leaders. But then all of the events and everything is to really, I just really have a heart for people enjoying themselves. I'll just say again, but is to restore people's lives back to perfect health. Why did I close my little notebook here? I really shouldn't do that because I'm not going to say I'm a rambler. I'm just going to say really the behind scheduleness in my life and all, like, I have all these notebooks. When people, I'm telling you, people don't know. People don't know when they tell me to write something down. I'm like, excuse me. That's all I do. Okay, so now I need to, like, speak it, talk it, help some people with it.
Yeah.
You know, everything's ready to really go. Okay, so yeah. I don't think I finished my elevator speech. Anyway, I inspire and create and motivate through songs, spoken word, books, and stage productions. Yes, I'm a producer. Yeah, I am. And so the website is quite expansive, but Michael has really helped me to he knows how to make it comprehensive and functional to where you know, I've known for quite some time that I'm in monetizing mode. I'm like, God didn't give me all this gifts and talent to be still doing what I do over here. Duh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's time to rock and roll, move and shake. And by the way, you know, I'm always coming up with little phrases, but moveandshakers.com was on my list, right, Michael?
Yeah.
In terms of websites. And it's like, it's really quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was just confirmation. I'm just like, oh, okay, I can't use it, but I could still say it because I am a mover and a shaker. And not just .com. Hello.
Yeah. And I hope they cut the check for that little advertisement.
Okay. No, honey, it's not about hoping. It's about doing right now. Cut the check. Okay. Asking, you shall receive. Yeah. Knocking, the door will open. Yeah. And restoring people's lives back to perfect health. Ooh. I asked at my birthday, not just on the podcast, but the question was, what would you do to change the world and how can I help? What would you do to change the world, Michael?
Well, oh man, that's a great thing. I was just watching a guy who went crazy about the Cowboys. He was the Cowboys just beat.
Oh, the Cowboys team?
Yeah, the Cowboys that just beat the Steelers. He went to the barbershop with a whole Cowboys uniform, football, like he was actually in the game. He went,
okay, you're laughing. I'm waiting for the outcome because people have been just like bananas with all kind of crazy
about the Cowboys
stuff.
So I was
what did he do?
So he came in there just talking about the Cowboys in a whole full Cowboys uniform, talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I was thinking, like, man, if people would just be that big of a fan for Jesus and the things that Jesus has done for us, if people would be that big of a fan to just wear a go out wearing, what do they call it, a tunic or what? But, you know, just go be a big fan of Christ and what he's done for us.
What would you do to make that change?
Just highlight those things and go and just go out and be a fan and be able to show my light, share with the world the blessings and how to be obedient and enjoy.
And what are you doing right now, like more specifically? Tell us more about the fathering movement.
Okay. Yeah. So we have the Fatherhood Project, which is a website that I built for Pastor Mike Hatch, who's a who's who in Las Vegas.
And why did you build the website? You're a father.
Yeah, because I'm a father, and you know, and I'm a big advocate for fatherhood being in your child's life. And I know that in today's society, like a lot of men have been pushed out of the home, and one of the problems with men that I've seen, which is a man that I have been, is that we leave. You know, the problem, we leave the children, and the children are being raised by the women who are, first off,
who wanted you to leave.
Yeah, the women who.
Or you left
not even wanted us to leave, because a lot of the times they want control. They want to be able to control the situation. And if they don't feel like, and if they feel like they don't have the control, they want to, they tend to, go nuts. And so, but if you really have control.
And so the children are almost kind of in the middle.
Yeah, the children are in the middle.
And they lose out. They lose the essence of the man that you want to be to them as a father as well, right?
And then but also when it comes to manhood, honestly, I started looking back at decisions that I've made in that situation, and the problem is, the first off is that we leave. As a man, you're not really supposed to leave. You're really supposed to, try to take control, be gentle, but take control of the situation as a man.
But oftentimes that's not necessarily, more often than not, it's not necessarily demonstrated to you, right?
It's not, no.
So, you were a child at one time.
Yeah, so I didn't have the guidance.
Oh, duh. But
I didn't have the guidance to know what to do. So I perpetuated the same situation that happened to my father.
Right.
So, and now it's like we really need to start mentoring men to be like, no, don't leave. Stay. Make sure that they, be gentle but stay.
But what's the goal of what's the fatherhood program
fatherhood
called?
Project.
Yeah,
right. The fatherhood project.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love your heart to just, first of all, want to do something about it, and then, step up to actually do something about it.
And if you can't stay, if it gets to the point where it's impossible for you to stay, at least make sure that you take care of your kids. At least make sure you stay in your children's life. Don't just leave and say, okay, one day it's going to be better between me and my
fight
children.
for them, and let them know that they're being fought for, right? Yeah. Even if it doesn't necessarily pan out on the father's behalf.
Yeah. Well, they have organizations now, so we're actually building organizations. They have organizations that'll help fathers.
Advocates.
Yeah, advocates that'll help fathers with the paperwork that they need in order to fight for their joint physical custody. So that half the time they'll be with the father, half the time they'll be with the mother, and so
that is so powerful. Woo!
Yeah. So even if the relationship,
let's give Michael a hand, everybody, and all the fathers. Ooh.
So I have a great relationship with my children. So I talk to them all the time, and I'm always there to give them advice and help whenever they need help.
Yeah.
And whenever I can help, so. And even having that understanding, if I can't help all the time, I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can to where I can make sure that you have things that you can get taken care of. But my kids are grown now, so and they're all doing well. They didn't grow up like I did, so I think I did a great job.
Considering, right?
Yeah, because considering growing up without a father in my life, for the most part. Yeah, I think I did a great job with raising my children. They're all great people, great human beings. They know how to love, so it's great. And love is the key, so they know how to love and love, be patient, kind, and stuff like that. So those are fruit.
Priceless. Priceless. You know what? You can't monetize everything. Everything. Some things you can't put a price on. Yeah. Well, we're winding down here. Let's see. I just want to share. I am somebody with you that some of you know. There's a curriculum to go with it and all of that, but I've always loved plays on words. I think I've touched on that. Always loved words. Actually, growing up, I used to read the dictionary. I wasn't a big reader. I used to have a problem really. Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, you see the sparkles on my face? I put those on there purposely. I had this little glitter. I was like, oh, I just want to shine. I just want to sparkle today in some way. Okay, and I mean, other than shining from the inside out. But anyway, yeah, it's called I Am Somebody. So yeah, I love plays on words. I used to read the dictionary and then grew to love the word. The. Okay, phone, stop ringing. I am somebody in a body. I've got new identification, eternal illumination of the revelation. The Bible is the revelation. Somebody lives in my body who is the greatest somebody. The sum total of that body is I am. I am a somebody, and he is the body that I am in. Because I am lives in my body, automatically makes me somebody. So I am somebody to him. He created my body, put spirit and soul in your body, our bodies, this body, to ultimately be the somebody in him. So I'll be the somebody as I present my body, as I hear from somebody about the somebody he is, will be, and has been. I am as the most high somebody, which makes me somebody as I present my body to him. I lift my voice to I am the somebody I can, you can, we can trust and honor to plan my life. I am somebody. Woo! Woohoo! So we are going to end today.
Yeah.
Today's podcast. What a blessing. Oh, I feel so exhilarated. What about you, Michael?
Yeah. And I'm excited that I was able to speak the way I spoke about certain things. So I'm good. I like it. It was great. And I'm excited to hear about you as well and all the things that you're doing and all, and the book and the book to come.
Oh yeah. Honey, just be incredible. Yeah, it's about a female bumblebee who I developed some time ago. She's even got outfits and all of that. I've dressed up as her. She's really my alter ego, and I was always wanting us, the females, the little girls, and whoever to be better. I mean, I was kind of a bossy little girl, but I was kind to to the underdog folks. I remember a little girl named Karen, and she was badly burnt, and she was new in class. She didn't start out with us, and nobody befriended her, but I did. So I don't know. My life has kind of continued like that on that note, but now it's just time to help more people.
Okay.
To help more people.
So we'll leave everybody with that to think about. Helping more people. Yeah. And so make sure that you guys like, subscribe, follow us everywhere on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, the X, or what
you gotta get me all set up on them other ones.
Yeah.
I'm
so
set up, but Anyway.
Once we complete the website and get all the tweaks done, everything else, we're gonna have everything else coming together and being able to share and working together. So.
Alrighty. Yeah. Bye.
Bye, everybody.